Hari Hom, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, verse 8. Purushottama Yoga. Bhagwan in the last verse said, a fragment of my own self has become the living souls, eternal in nature, in the world of life. The soul draws to itself the five senses and the mind, totally six, from the Prakriti. This is what Bhagwan said in the last verse. Now, verse 8. Shariram yadavapnoti yachapyutkramadishvaraha grihitvaitani samyadi vayurgandhani vashayat. For understanding this verse, three examples are there. One is given by Bhagavan Krishna himself in this verse. First example given by Swami Chinmayananda is when you move out of your house, when you vacate your house, you collect everything in the house and go to the next house. Whatever house you have chosen, what you like or you desire. So you get into the new house with all these things which are there in the old house. This is very true. When I moved out of Delhi, I collected whatever was there in the house. Fridge, dining table, sofa set, bureau, air conditioners, everything. I thought of discarding some unwanted items also. But finally, I ended up in carrying everything that was there in the Delhi house, including the old newspaper. I thought this will be served for some purpose, it will be useful. It will be used for putting the newspaper in the shelf before we keep the shirts or pants. We put in newspaper and then keep the shirts or pants in the shelf. So, including the old newspaper was taken. That is the first example. Second example is in all the aircrafts there is a black box which records all the conversations happening between the pilot and the co-pilot. In case of any crash, the plane will get completely destroyed. All the people traveling there may die. I am sorry to say this. It is natural if the plane gets crashed, or some of them may escape also. The investigation team will search for the black box first. Where is that black box? Because it will contain all the conversations that happened between the pilot and co-pilot. From there, they will pick up the threads. They will hear the final moments and understand what happened. So, black box is always preserved. That is the point. Third example given by Bhagwan is when there is a breeze, sometimes you can smell the fragrance in that breeze. The breeze silently carries along with it the smell of the flowers or whatever is there, in whichever way it is coming, whatever is the fragrance, whatever is the smell is there, it brings along with it. So Bhagavan says, this is the third example. Yesterday we saw how Paramatma enters the body and becomes a Jivatma. Once he enters the body in the womb, he gets deluded and gets conditioned by the mind and intellect equipment. Initially, baby will not have, but after some time, it develops that ego. He draws the five senses and mind from Prakriti and gets the individuality. In this verse, Swami Chinmayananda says, Jiva is called as Ishvara. Shariram yadavapnodi yachapyutkramadishvaraha. Ishvaraha. Ishvara because the individual personality is the Lord of the body that orders, commands and regulates all the actions, feelings and thoughts. Entire body is controlled by the Lord of this body. That is why he is called Lord. That is what Swami Chinmayananda says. When the Jivatma leaves the body, at what point in time it leaves the body? This Jiva When it finds that the body is no more fit for its living, leaves the body and travels in a subtle form. Normally, the house becomes dilapidated or we feel that it is useless. Then we leave that house and look for a new house. So, the formula is physical body or gross body, plus subtle body makes the personality of a man. When subtle body departs, gross body cannot express itself. It becomes a dead body. So, in our body also, as long as the subtle body is there, I can talk, you can hear, you can read, you can walk, you can do, you can smell, everything you can do. But when the subtle body leaves, then we are a dead body. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, Jiva is not subject to birth and death because it is essentially Paramatma. Only the body dies and not the Jiva. Jiva is born again and again in different bodies. It moves from one body to another. This process continues till knowledge comes or realization happens. The status of being a Jiva is only a superimposition. Actually, there is no Jiva to die because it is a part of Paramatma. Only the condition of being Jiva goes away. Once you realize, then the condition of being a Jiva goes away. There is no death for the Jiva. When the Jiva leaves the body, it takes away the five senses and mind. Body cannot function without the five senses and mind. We saw that. Gross body plus subtle body is equal to the man, personality of the man. The senses and mind operate when Jiva is present in the body. After death of the present physical body, the Jiva assumes another body and he enjoys the sense objects again with all the sense organs he has brought with him. That is why a short-tempered person is a short-tempered man, or an intelligent man. Suddenly, how can somebody become intelligent? Already he must have put in some effort in the previous janma. He carries along with him, or a rogue. He must have been a rogue. Nobody is born as rogue. Everybody is born as a baby. But where from he got those qualities, that personality of that person? When he died, the mind and intellect equipment carried away. The subtle body carried away all the vasanas and then enters into a new body. Suddenly he becomes a rogue or an intelligent man or a saint, anybody, whomsoever. Swami Chinmayananda says, the Jiva takes to different bodies from time to time and incarnates in different environments which are ordered by its own burning desires and aspirations. Whatever is there. You can't say, Bhagwan Krishna, you are not hearing me. I am suffering, you are not seeing. After your death, Bhagwan hears, opens the black box and sees what are your desires, predominant desires. What is your aspiration? Based on your predominant desire and aspiration, Bhagwan chooses a next body and put you in that place with that environment. The environment is ordered which is most suited for exhausting and fulfilling all the demands. From the moment the Jiva enters a body till it lives, it keeps the sense faculties and mental impressions at all times with itself. Everything is there. The subtle body includes all these faculties. At the time of death, subtle body moves off, gathering all the faculties like the wind that takes fragrance from the flowers. This is the beauty of Hinduism. In Hinduism, death is only an event or experience in the journey of life. The journey of life does not end after the death of a person. Once he died, finish, matter over. No, matter is not over. It is only a deep sleep. After some time, we will get up. Daily we go to sleep. Daily we get up. Death is a deep sleep. 100% you will get up somewhere. The Jiva continues its journey from body to body, along with all the vasanas, till the realization of the self. That is why, in all the you take Vedas or scriptures or anything, a dharmic way of life is insisted in all the scriptures to attain perfection. We are the architects of our future life. There is no point in blaming Bhagwan Krishna for the present life, because what you sow, so shall you reap. In the previous Janma, whatever you have done, whatever you have desired, whatever was your aspiration, Bhagavan has taken those desires, aspirations, he heard everything. Whatever was there in your black box, he heard. And then given you this body. Now you wanted it, you have attained it. So now there is no point in blaming Bhagavan Krishna. That is what I understand. And similarly, what I understand is, today whatever I have, till today whatever I have done, it has been stored in my mind. So in the next Janma, I will carry along with me whatever is there and then start my life from there. That is the point. So there is no end for the Jiva till you realize the self. That is very important. That is what this verse also says. Verse 8 again. Shariram yadavapnodi yachapyutkramadishwaragam grihit vaitani samyadim vayurgandhani vashayat. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Hari Om Sarvam Krishnarpanam. Narayana 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 Narayana